So let's take a look at a particular graph here. So we're going to take a look at all of it, and then we're also going to answer all of our key feature information as well. So looks like we are reflecting. Looks like we're doing a stretch, and it looks like we're moving right 3, and it looks like we're going down 1. So first, thinking about my parent, we're going to move right 3. So I'm going to move right 3. 1, 2, 3. Right here would be my parent. We're going to reflect and stretch. So normally I would have been at 1 here. So we're going to stretch that and reflect it. So it's going to actually go downwards, right? And it's going to go down by a factor of 2 instead of being at 1. And then it looks like we need to move down 1. So move down 1 here. Down 1. This one move down 1. This guy move down 1. And there's my graph. So the purple is my final graph. Sometimes you might find the need that you might need to be like drawing quite a bit more and using multiple colors. That's okay. Just make sure you let me know which one's your final answer. My vertex then would be at 3, comma, -1. Neither were bounded above. Increasing, we are increasing from -infinity to 3. We have a minimum at, oh no, no mins, no minimums, we only have a max. We have a max at y equals -1, at x equals 3. Domain, -infinity to infinity. Range, -infinity to -1, including -1. We are continuous in our, oh, we haven't done decreasing either. Just kind of bouncing around. Good lord. Oh, we are gonna get, are we gonna get something? Yep, looks like we get a y-intercept of 0, -7. If I draw my line better. And then decreasing intervals, we are going to be decreasing from 3 to infinity. This is just practice again on your key features of graphs. Stuff you've already done before. Now, let's try to write the equation and then let's also graph it. So we have the parent, y equals absolute value of x, reflected across the x-axis. So that to me tells me there's going to be a negative sitting in the front. So we got f of x equals negative. We're compressing vertically by a factor of 3/4, so there is a 3/4 sitting out front. X in there. We're shifting right 5. Right 5, that means there's going to be a minus in the inside. It doesn't look like we're going up or down, so that would be my graph. So it told me right 5, and you're shifting, we're flipping, and then we're multiplying by, on our y values, by 3/4. So that would mean, I'm going to go, so normally I've been up 1, now it's going to be up 3/4, but we're actually going to flip it, so it'd be like right there, right there. Normally at 2 would have been 2. Actually, 3. Been at 2, so we're going to multiply that by 3/4. That would be 3.5, 1.5. Right there. Right there. That kind of thing. Ultimately, it would hit our intercept over here. Probably at between -3 and -4. Looks probably would be the best guess. My vertex looks I'm at 5, 0. I have an intercept of 5, 0. And then I also have some form of a intercept, probably closer to -3, so like -3.25. Oh, that would have been 0, comma, -3.25. It is a y-intercept after all. Neither. We are continuous. We're bounded above on this particular graph. We're increasing from -infinity to 5, decreasing from 5 to infinity. We have no mins, but we do have an absolute maximum at y equals 0 when x is 5. Domain, -infinity to infinity. My range, -infinity to 0. Whoop! Bracket. Bracket on that 0. We're covering it. There we go. We are including that. And the final, writing the equation from a graph. Ultimately, you're going to want to find out where it's shifted. So normally it would have been at 0, 0. So notice it is reflected. So I'm going to keep kind of notes here. We reflected. It went right 1. Looks like it went up 3. Notice as well, guys, that it kind of looks like it's stretched in a way. So normally if it would have been like this, it would have been like this way. Whoop, just went over 1. In this case, it looks like that 1 value would have multiplied by 2, so it looks like we stretched by a factor of 2. So if I write my equation out for my graph, I've reflected, stretched by 2, I moved right 1, and up 3. That would be the equation of that said graph. And that's the end of this video. See you later, Sabers.